towards the end because these guys are expecting an easy exit. Now the exit is not available. Oh, when she was like, "You stupid communist, stupid communist." Three, two, one. Why is it looking weird? Maybe I just look funny. Let's just accept that. Hey, it's Karen. Welcome to my second channel where my only hope today is still to make you smile. We do things a little different here. It gets weird, it gets loud, but most of all, we have a lot of fun. So please join the family. The community is growing. We grew by 75 subscribers now in the past weekish. So join by clicking on the subscribe button. The goal is to reach 500 subscribers before the end of the year. It's crazy, but I feel like we can do it. So if you do enjoy this, honestly, just click that button right now. And if you don't like the video at the end, you'll not click unsubscribe, because why would you do that? Okay, it's been a busy weekend for us. If it's your first time here, hi. And if it's your second time here, hi again. If it's your third time here, what's up, buddy? How are you doing? It's been a bit busy week because SNOWDROP had three episodes, so I couldn't really even make any other type of content except to review. But this is not a SNOWDROP review channel. It's just that I'm following SNOWDROP, so you'll see other content, vlogs and everything like that. So I'm sorry if you're not watching SNOWDROP and you just keep seeing these, but if you're watching SNOWDROP, you're probably watching this right now. So yeah, I feel like that's what we're doing. I'm trying something a little different here with the audio. I got my little mic-y here. So tell me if you like this audio better or the previous video audio better, which is just the camera. I'll be trying out a lot of different things just to make everything look better. But today we are doing a SNOWDROP episode 5, which was insane. It was crazy, and I'm excited to talk about it. I do believe it's going to be a much shorter video than the other ones. The other one yesterday was, I think it was 19 minutes or so. I believe it's going to be shorter because the setting was based in one place, which is at the university, and the mission was really simple: get the girls out really safely, and for the spies, don't die. You know what I'm saying? Then there's a whole lot of bunch of things that came into it that we'll talk about, but it's not a lot of things to touch on, which is what the other episodes have been. So again, question of the day for today. What's the question of the day? Top 3 favorite characters, and try to be creative and not say Jung and Suho. Just try. Suho. Try it, Suho. I think I'm better. I'm getting better at the names. Just try to be creative and not say the main characters. And tell me why. So let's see what you say. Okay, let's as usual, the agenda stays the same. Intro, which we've done, check. What I anticipated versus what happened, the storyline, expectations for the next episode, and overall review. I never do the overall review at the end, so I'm gonna bring it back. What I anticipated. I really should take this out because this just becomes a recap of what I said in terms of expectations of the previous ones, but you tell me. What I anticipated, I think I remember anticipating like more action. I had a lot of questions yesterday. I had the questions about like who are the North Korean people, the really bad people, what's going on with all the deals going on, the fathers of Suho and Jung-ru, like what's the deal between those two, because they seem to be in direct opposition. I also had the question about like the detective and if she was talking about Suho in terms of like the guy who just left her when they were about to get married, and that love triangle and everything, and a lot of them seem to be answered. Like this, I really like this episode because it brought in a lot more clarity and a lot more cohesion to a lot of the questions that I had. So my expectations were pretty much answered for the most part, in terms of like, now I fully I don't know about that. I understand the politics more, in the sense that this was all for like the election, right? This is all for like, it was a dealing between the two parts of Korea or whatever, or the two parties, in order to make the election happen, which is obviously not in favor of the people. It's just like power things and politics and money, and clearly nobody, the lower people didn't know, like even the people in the agency, like the detectives and stuff like that didn't know, but they were starting to figure it out. And so basically they agreed that, you know, the North, they would allow Lim Soo-ho to go back and his agents to go back to North Korea safely, and he was supposed to just come, take that big bag of money, and then just go back safely. However, you know, the agents who didn't know that that was going on kind of interfered and screwed everything up, and then they got people stuck in the university. They got the spies stuck in the university. That being said, we'll talk about that in the storyline. I'm getting too far of it, but either way, the politics questions that I had seem to be getting answered bit by bit, and I'm really happy about that. The love triangle thing, I'm still not. Obviously, I picked up that the detective was really in love with the other man detective. I'm forgetting the names, but she's really in love, like to a point where she was like acting really reckless. I'm curious. He said he also didn't want Lim Soo-ho to die because he had a lot of questions for him that he needed to get answered. Now I'm curious about his questions for those, but I also want to see what the, like, I didn't seem to see the interaction I expected between Lim Soo-ho and the female detective. And maybe I was wrong there, but can somebody please tell me if there is a relation between those two, and if she did mean him in the sense of like they were engaged and then things didn't work out? Because that's what my theory was, but I don't know if that's the case anymore because there was just very little interaction. And she also tried to shoot him, you know, so what the is going on there? Like if she wanted an answer from like the why question she had, then she wouldn't have tried to shoot him. You know what I'm saying? So maybe my thing was wrong. Maybe she's looking for somebody else, and I want to see who that somebody else is. That's expectations that I had. I think the expectation I was wrong about like the betrayal, Jung feeling riveted. I lost concentration. Let me stretch. It's so messy, guys. I am so messy, guys. I was sorry. I should probably change my seating arrangement. That helps me stay concentrated. I solved the Rubik's Cube, by the way. I can solve it in 3 minutes if you want to see that one day. But what was I? I was wrong about Young not feeling betrayed by Lim Soo-ho. She's definitely betrayed. I was just thinking a little too crazy and out of the box. But I think she still knows that, like, deep down, like, it wasn't fake. Like, it wasn't a fake feeling. I think she's just feeling conflicted with, like, the politics of it all and stuff. But she can see that he's definitely much gentler towards him. But yeah, that's what I anticipated versus what happened. Next, let's talk about the storyline, the meat of everything. The storyline was really good. I liked that it was centered this time in the middle, just in one place, because it allowed a lot to happen and a lot to get to move forward. So the storyline obviously was based on the university, and the main goal for the ANSPQTR detectives was to get the girls out safely without anybody getting injured, and also to capture the spies. And then that's the detectives. But their boss's main goal was to get the spies back to North Korea without being scathed, because that would interfere with their deal with North Korea, right? And so, and for the detectives, their goal was to just get out alive. And I think they also didn't know what was going on with the higher ups, but they were, I think Lim Soo-ho was kind of figuring out, if he didn't already know. I think he already knew. I don't know. But what I did like about the storyline was that we got to see a lot of action. There's a lot of... I'm not a big fan of action in general, but I think I needed that. I needed a lot of... wow, I needed a lot of that. It was nice to see, you know, like danger. Like I wanted to feel like, oh, somebody might die here. Who's gonna die? Instead of like having that predictable vibe. And that's what I like about K-dramas. You just never know what to predict, you know? So I liked the little fear that it instilled in me, like the unpredictability of what's gonna happen next. You see what I was telling you about last episode, where I was saying Miss P's past has got a very heavy influence on who she is, and I really want to see more of that, because she was not afraid of being shot at. Like she was like, listen, I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna do what I need to do, and I'm gonna protect my girls, and nobody's gonna tell me anything about it. And I was like, I'm still so intrigued about her backstory, and I want to see what participation she had in that. But that being said, the politics coming out was, like I said, very clarifying. But I do want to touch on mainly, I feel like this is what we could only touch on at this point, because we've talked about the politics, we've talked about the action. I'm blanking again. This is hard, okay? I want to talk about the love story between, or the tension between Suho and Jung, because he cares, and I wonder, and I think the other detectives were starting to pick that up. Like the guy with the longer hair was starting to pick it up a little bit, because he's like, and I feel like that's gonna cause a lot of trouble when she's put in actual danger, and he feels the need to protect her, and then he might be put in like danger from the other spies and stuff like that. Because if you remember in that other episode there, I don't know which one it was, these guys were like, they were instructed, he's co-spies, they were instructed explicitly, if you detect any change in his ideology, kill him immediately. I don't know if you guys remember that. So now them being able to see these two real-time, you know, reactions and their interactions might make them realize that his ideology might be changing, or his priorities might be a little bit, you know, there might be a conflict of interest, and that might put him in more danger. And that being said, in terms of the politics, like the under people, like the detectives and the other like the other spies, they're starting to realize, hey, some things are a little different here.
Come back again. It was not easy.
Starting to realize, wait a minute. So we're not against each other. Like we're just being played while these guys do their own little dealings. Like I thought we hated each other. Why are we getting freed? Do you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like there's gonna be more tension between like people going, whoa, things are not as they seem. And so that's gonna be really interesting. I'm laughing because I also, again, yesterday I talked about the comedic humor that would come in, and that was really important in such heavy episodes, and it came in today too, because this is when those guys who peed themselves, they came in with dressing in the girls' pajamas. That was really funny. It was sad, but it was really funny. It got sad when she's like, don't laugh, we almost died. But let's talk about Jisoo's scene, Younger's scene, when she, why am I blanking again? Ay, wait a minute. The scene, I'll show you the picture. I'm trying to figure out what the scene was based on. Oh my god! Like she was like, don't kill. Oh! When she was like, you stupid communist! At the end, like the preview for the next episode. We'll talk about that. That scene was powerful. I want to see what the hell was going on. But might as well just skip to our expectations for the next episode, because that preview was intense. Like when she's like, stupid communist! She didn't do it like that. She was crying. That was powerful. Like, I just want to take a chance. Like, she's a rookie actress. Like, I mean, she's been acting for a long time, but like, this is her first like full, you know, role as a lead, and she's killing it. Like, if you didn't know her, you wouldn't think that she's a rookie actress. Like, I had never once questioned her acting scenes or like questioned her acting. I think we only brought it up once and said like, oh, it was good, and then we never brought it up again because it's just so authentic, it's just so real. I think the whole cast honestly is amazing, but I'm gonna talk about that scene. That scene was really powerful, and I can't wait to see what caused it. But the preview for the entire episode 6 has got me on my toes because I'm like, what's gonna happen? Because right at the end, these guys were set to go free, and then their boat that was supposed to come fetch them didn't fetch them. They got capsized again because nobody at the bottom knows what's the actual dealings in the future. They think they're trying to, you know, be heroes and protect themselves, but that's not the intention. And so now I just heard a lot of towards the end because these guys are expecting an easy exit. Now the exit is not available anymore. So what's gonna happen? Obviously they came back in once they realized, it's getting messed up. And then also remember that detective, that Gangmu. Wow, I remembered without looking. Wow, Gangmu. He has the thing that Jung gave him, the knife thing, and so he's free, right? And so he's gonna cause havoc in there. And now these guys are gonna feel betrayed because they're like, you said we were supposed to get out there and go freely. Now, why are we getting shot at? You know what I'm saying? So there's gonna be a lot of friction. I ran out of space, and also the audio stopped for a little while, so we're gonna have to figure that out. But there's gonna be a lot of friction, there's gonna be a lot of questions, and there's gonna be a lot of violence, and people, bet my bottom dollar, I expect people to die. I expect people to die, and again, it looks like we're getting to the point where the 13 virgins thing is coming to place, because obviously now these guys know that like, this is a perfect opportunity. You know, the 13 virgins are there. How do we set them up to die? And so it looks like people are like, well, what if we just like let them die? Wouldn't this be a great opportunity? And so that's being put at like, you know, risk. And also now, Jung is the child of the chairman. It looks like in this coming episode, Suho obviously wants to free her for her safety because he loves her. So now that's gonna incite, it seems from that thing that it's inciting more jealousy, and like they're like, why should she go free? Because she's the one who caused all of this. And I feel like she's gonna be, again, as usual, she's going to try to be like the hero, and she's gonna be like, I'm not going anywhere. And then she's gonna try to save somebody, and I feel like she's gonna be put in a position where she also has to save Suho, or like either kill him or like put him in danger, and then there's gonna be some conflict of interest there because she actually likes him. And so I feel like next episode is gonna be crazy. I hope the ratings go up because I've been hearing and people start watching and realize that it is a fictional romantic drama. It is not based on history. Just watch the thing and enjoy it and let it go. But that is it for the video. I said it was going to be short, but I think we're kind of borderlining on 15 minutes right now. I am going to edit this video. Happy Boxing Day. Enjoy yourselves, and guys, please subscribe. Goal is 500 subscribers. I will be posting more than just Snowdrop reviews, especially this week because I'm on holiday. So please support those two. It would mean a lot to me to know that you actually like my other content. Thank you so much. I love you, besties. The video's over. I dropped that. That wasn't smooth. Okay. For you, but risk it